Hi, hello, and welcome back to the 7-day breathwork challenge. Today is day 3, and we're just going to continue rolling with our Daoist breathing methods. So find yourself your comfortable space to settle in. It might look different than it has the last couple days, and that is so okay. Just make sure that you are listening to your body and that you're making yourself comfortable. As we begin to settle in, allow your body to get soft. Check in with where you are in this moment. Notice the rise and fall of the breath. Noticing what is already occurring and already happening. Where in your body can you feel the breath nourishing and what is leaving? Maybe check in with your chest and see if you can just drop the chest into the cavity, sinking into the belly, and begin to deepen the breath. Remember, at any time, you can go back to your normal breathing pattern or come out of this breath work at any point. And we're going to take the hands, place them around the rib cage, feeling for that diaphragm, contracting down on our inhale and rising back up to exhale. Bring your mind into that space in your body. Can you become more aware of your rib cage? Feel the lungs expand as you create more space on the inhale and then deflate on the exhale. Allow the breath to go smooth and connected. And then dropping our breath even lower, placing the hand on the belly. See if you can unite the diaphragm and the belly together. As you inhale and exhale. Focusing on the front of the body. Allowing the diaphragm and the belly to go soft. The breath goes quiet as everything begins to connect. And then we'll bring our awareness now into the sides of the belly. So taking the hands, you can place them on your waist or the side belly area. See if you can have the inhalation match the front of the belly, the sides of the belly. Maybe you notice that one side will inhale faster than the other. Maybe you notice something getting stuck on one side of the body. Or the inflation is sticky. Or maybe you're slowing down and smoothing out the inhalation and the exhalation. Now we're going to move into the low back area. And just like yesterday, you can sit back in your chair, or you can lie on the floor if that will better help you. You can also place the hands on the low back to bring that awareness into the back side of the body. To be able to feel into the back side of the body because we can't see what's going on. And rather than using our imagination, see if you can bring your mind into the low back area of the back body. Feeling the kidneys inflate and deflate. As with our awareness and our intention, we can bring more oxygen to these organs, more blood flow, to create stronger, healthier organs. Unifying the low back area with the front of the and sides of the body. And when you start to get that feeling, try to soften that area. Release your hands. You can close down the eyes or soften the gaze. Just take a second to feel inside the body. Take 3 more breaths in your own time. And then we'll open the eyes. Begin to take in your surroundings around you. Maybe looking to the right side of the room. And then coming to the middle and looking to the left side of the room. And then coming back to center So now I want to take us through some general alignments that you want to have when practicing breath work or even practicing meditation. These alignments also go into Qigong and Tai Chi, and you don't really necessarily see them in yoga, as that's its own little practice over there. But so the first thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that we have a long spine. So coming from the base of C7, which is this bony bone on the back of our neck at the top of our spine, we want to think about lifting from C7 and lifting the spine. So we're creating a space, an opening in the spine. And while we're lifting the spine from C7, we want to think about dropping the tailbone into the ground. And I will show you a little bit how this can change the curvature in the spine. So if I'm just sitting correctly upright, I think about lifting the spine up and then dropping that tailbone down. And you can see how I lose that curvature in the spine. And we really want to think about elongating that spine and creating a little bit of space in our spine. In each of our little vertebrae, there's just a little bit more space so our energy can flow up and down the body. You can play with that in your own time, but the second alignment that we're going to do is with the head. So what we don't want to see is our head jutting forward. We want to bring our chin back towards the spine while lifting the spine. Chin goes back and opens the back of the head. And this can be a little weird at first, but by bringing the chin back and tilting it down just a little bit, you don't want to think about like bringing the back of your head back, but rather this little hole in the base of your head at the top of your neck. Think about bringing that backwards. So we're opening up the occiput, opening up the back of the head, creating a strong, stacked spine. And then if you have ever thought about what to do with your tongue, you're going to place it behind the back of your front two teeth as if you're saying la or la. And these alignments might feel a little uncomfortable at first. You might feel stuck spots or tension in your body. But after you find yourself in those alignments to the best of what you can do in your body, you want to relax. You want to sink the chest down. You want to sink the chest down towards the spine. So instead of bringing it up, we want to sink it down to our spine, allowing the breath to sink low into the body. And you can also practice using a mirror. Just don't get too tied up and, oh, do I look good enough? It's mostly just about creating openness in the body. And you can notice if your head tilts to one side, if you have ever had a neck injury, you can start to see these things in the body. And by practicing these alignments, you can begin to soften in those areas and begin to release block tension, which is a whole meditative style that one can pursue. But these are the basic alignments. And then one last thing to add is that you want to create an openness in the armpits. So you have a bunch of energy gates here, energy vortices in the armpits. And you want to just keep them generally open. And you can feel in the shoulder area, there's a soft spot called the shoulder's nest. And you want that to just sink in and become very soft. And just keep the armpits open, elbows face away from the body a little bit instead of like closing down, just keeping the body as open as we can while also softening and relaxing the body. If you've never experienced this before, it might seem a little counterintuitive at first, but as you begin to practice, you find that it can be quite helpful, especially for long meditations and breathwork practices. So, with using these alignments, we're going to come back to the breath and see what difference, if any, it might bring to your breathwork practice. And you can close down the eyes or soften the gaze. And just come back to the breath. Feeling the breath come in through the nose and out through the nose. Bringing the breath in and down the center of the body. Bringing the awareness and attention into the diaphragm. And sinking down into the belly. Bringing your awareness to the sides of the belly. And then uniting the low back area with all of this. As our goal is to create a unified whole body breath. And take 3 more breaths in your own time. And slowly open the eyes. Bring attention back to the gaze. You can rub the hands together to create heat. And bring them to the top of the head to help everything settle. Well, that's what I have for you guys today. I'm excited to go into day 4 with you guys tomorrow. And I hope that you are enjoying this breathwork challenge. If you have any feedback, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to help you and talk to you and all the good things. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.